Hi everyone, my name is Arnold and I'm a software engineer. And I've built this VS Code extension called Scratch. And Scratch is a security vulnerability assessment and Git tooling assistant for individuals and teams. So, in a few words, what Scratch does is pretty much it analyzes your files, your code files, identifies potential security vulnerabilities, suggests quick fixes, and also gives recommendation on how to proceed and reduce, bugs and any other, security related issues with your code, right? And this helps to ensure that you ship code faster but in a much more secure way, right? And you ship with confidence. So although it's built primarily for VS Code, it's also supported on other IDEs such as Cursor, Anti-Gravity, and GitHub Code Spaces. So I can just go ahead and do a quick demo of it. uh, to install it, you can just go to the extensions page and search for Scratch, and then you'll be able to find it. It says Scratch Code Review and Git Tooling Assistant. Right now it's on version 4.1.0, right? And you can view like all the README details about it. I'm not gonna go ahead and go through every single thing. You can just go install, and you'll be prompted to be like, do you trust this author or any other thing? You can just go ahead and install it. And then after you're done, you can view a notification that says that to use Scratch Security, you need to add your Gemini API key. And I can just, if you don't have it, you can just go ahead and get API key or even use the one which you already have. So I'm just gonna go ahead and add my own API key, right? So you can just trigger it from the command palette. You can do Scratch and then configure API key. So I'm just gonna get my own. You can also get yours and paste it there. And the advantages of using your own API key is that you have complete control over like every single thing that happens within your app. So I'm gonna paste mine here, and then you can see that it's configured. Then next we're gonna need to log in with our Google account. Just go ahead, sign in with Google, open the URL, and you can just go ahead and complete this authentication process. And pretty much the whole purpose of having your own account is that you're going to be able to view on your security dashboard or the past analysis, view recommendations, and every single thing. After you're done, you'll be prompted to go back to your IDE, and then you can just open it. Great. Now you can see that I've successfully signed in. Then I can just start using Scratch. Let me just collapse this. And so this is like a dummy TypeScript file that uses like the IMAP protocol to run like quick analysis or even to connect to users' mailboxes. But you can think of it like any other file that you have, right? You can analyze it using Scratch. And we support multiple files anywhere from Python to TypeScript to JavaScript to Java, C++, Rust, etc. And then to run a quick analysis, you can just do Control Shift P or any other command depending on the device that you're using. And you can just do analyze current file. Or you can just do it with Control Shift S, right? Then you can go ahead and analyze the file. Just give it a second. Great. So after the analysis is complete, you'll be able to view like the security analysis. And here it gives you like a security score from a scale to 0 to 100. And you can see that mine is pretty poor. It's 15%, with like a lot of different like issues found. Hopefully, like there's no critical issues. There's high, medium, and low. And then you can view like all the different issues that have been found on every single like line which was analyzed. You can view like every single issue, right? And then for like in-depth analysis, you can just control shift again, do like scratch, and then we can open the security dashboard. This is much more interactive. Then you can view like all the issues which were found, different issues grouped by category. For example, have data exposure, have input validation, error handling, right? And then you can just click on this drop down to view like more details related to the issues which were found, right? And even potential CVEs or potential exploits that can happen. For example, here I have an MITM attack, which can happen from like this security vulnerability, credential theft, and data interception, right? So you can just go ahead and view like all the different details and even view like different fixes which have been like given to you. Or even if you want to do like an in-depth analysis with your team, you can just export the report, and this will be exported as JSON, where you can just like project it somewhere and just like analyze the files together if you're working as a team. And also you can also analyze workspace, but here you have to take into account that if you choose to analyze a workspace like a whole entire code base, it's gonna consume a lot of your API key tokens. So I would just suggest doing like file analysis, or like doing git add, which we're gonna do in the next few steps. So this security dashboard, if you do like multiple analysis, you're gonna view the security dashboard with like all the combined information, so that you can go in depth and view like every single thing that was suggested, right? And then let's go through quickly every single command. So here, analyze current workspace analyzes the whole code base. Again, if you have like a really large code base, I would not advise it. Analyze staged files. So before like committing your files to GitHub, you can just analyze them first, right? So Scratch will immediately detect all the files which were staged, right? If you do like some code changes, you do git add. After you analyze those files, you add them before committing them. Scratch will ask you if you want to analyze them first, and then you can do like analyze, right? You're gonna view it as a notification. And here, another cool feature of Scratch is MCP, right? So most of us use coding agents such as Cursor to move pretty quickly and ship things faster. But again, the thing with agentic hallucinations is a big issue, especially in the IT space. So with Scratch, it creates a .scratch folder which holds like a JSON file with all the different diffs or like history commits of your agent, so that instead of the agent just doing like circular and circular pipelines trying to figure out where the issue is, you can just tap straight into Scratch, and then Scratch will give it details, telling it like all the different things that it has done, and then be able, to correct itself. It's pretty much like giving your agentic, like your coding agent, eyes, right? Instead of just like going around and just doing code and, writing every single thing. With Scratch, it'll be able to do it much more intuitively. Here you can just export your security report. This one, they install Chrome DevTools MCP. For those that don't know, Chrome DevTools has introduced an MCP server, which helps your coding agent to tap into like the UI, right? So if you're like doing front-end development, it's a good thing to have like your agent to view all the different, changes that it has done. So you can either use Chrome DevTools MCP, or you can even just use like a built-in browser such as Cursor browser. Here it shows the MCP server status. Here, so another cool feature that we have is resolving merge conflicts, right? So instead of like going through every single thing, Scratch automatically detects a Git merge conflict and then suggests changes. Here you can also squash Git commits, right? If you have like 10, 20 Git commits that you want to squash into two, Scratch can do it automatically. The context reading is just another MCP config. And then here on the free plan, you're limited to 10 analysis per day. But on the pro plan, which is just $5 a month, you can do unlimited analysis, right? So yeah, that's pretty much like a quick walkthrough of Scratch. You can just start using it, and like after you're done, you can just go here, the control panel, then you'll be able to view like scratch analysis, every single thing on the file, and even the details. Maybe if you like want to go quickly into it, and then on every issue that you select, it takes you to the exact line where the issue was found, right? So that you can like do it much faster and even fix issues quicker. So yeah, thank you. That was like a quick walkthrough of Scratch. You can start using it. We have launched on Product Hunt and on Hacker News as well. So yeah, thank you.